Respected friends, welcome you all. Tuning to the divinity through tuning to the Shastras for 1 hour 15 minutes through 6 programs. Every day we are trying Veda Mantra Ucharana, common sense thought, Mantrocharana with Dhyanam, again Angadacharana Shlokas, Sankalpa, Upanishad Parayanam, Upanishad Adhyayam. The beautiful Upanishad, Shwethashwathara, every mantra, how completely it is guiding us. We are going through it. Let us firmly believe that definitely these mantras, artha, meaning, we will understand. Let us have faith that we remember that meaning, and also let us have faith that we abide by that meaning as our life's support or sadhana. Surely, what is expected out of us by the rishis and shastra while teaching all these shastras, may we reach to that level. Definitely, let's have full shraddha commitment. Lokasevaka Adi, our Vyaktitwas also, let us not neglect, let us know they are important for ourselves and also our contribution to the world. Same time, the Parabrahma Krupa, Ishvara Krupa, Jagan Mata Adiparashakti, Mother Krupa, Devata Ganas, though expression of the same Paramatma, but have their own individual capacities to bless us. Their Kripa, then the Guru Gana Kripa, one only Guru Tattva, but still expressing in the form of so many Gurus for so many touch ups or sadhanas. So, too, the Shruti Mata Shastra Kripa, we need, let us wholeheartedly invoke it and use it and fulfill ourselves. In the Veda Parayanam, we are doing Chandogya Upanishad, second Adhyaya. Today we will do from 17th Khanda. 16th तक कल देखा हमने 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We can do them. Yeah, after that let's see. Time है तो और एक करेंगे. ओम अथ वेद पारायणम अथ सामवेदीय छान्दोग्योपनिषत् द्वितीयोऽध्यायः सप्तदशः खण्डः. ॐ पृथिवी हिङ्कारः अन्तरिक्षं प्रस्तावः. ॐ पृथिवी हिङ्कारोऽन्तरिक्षं प्रस्तावो द्यौरुद्गीथो दिशः प्रतिहारः. द्यौरुद्गीथो दिशः प्रतिहारः. समुद्रो निधनम् एताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोताः. समुद्रो निधनम् एताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोताः. स एवमेताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोता वेद. स एवमेताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोता वेद. लोकी भवति सर्वमायुरेति योग्जीवति. लोकी भवति सर्वमायुरेति योग्जीवति. महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति. महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति. महान् कीर्त्या लोकान् न निन्देत तद्व्रतम्. लोकान् न निन्देत तद्व्रतम्. अथ अष्टादशः खण्डः. अजाहिङ्कारो वयः प्रस्तावो. अजाहिङ्कारो वयः प्रस्तावो. गाव उद्गीथोऽश्वाः प्रतिहारः. गाव उद्गीथोऽश्वाः प्रतिहारः. पुरुषो निधनमेता रेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोताः. पुरुषो निधनम् एता रेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोताः. स य एवमेता रेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोता वेद. स य एवमेता रेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोता वेद. पशुमान् भवति सर्वमायुरेति योग्जीवति. पशुमान् भवति सर्वमायुरेति योग्जीवति. महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या पशून्न निन्देत् तद्व्रतं पशून्न निन्देत् तद्व्रतम् अथ एकोनविंशः खण्डः लोमहिंकारस्त्वक्प्रस्तावो लोमहिंकारस्त्वक्प्रस्तावो मागं समुद्गीथोऽस्ति प्रतिहारः मागं समुद्गीथोऽस्ति प्रतिहारः मज्जानिधनम् एतत् यज्ञाय यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतं मज्जानिधनम् एतत् यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतं स य एवमेतत् यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतं वेद स य एवमेतत् यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतं वेद अङ्गी भवति न अङ्गेन विहोर्च्छति न अङ्गेन विहोर्च्छति सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या संवत्सरं मग्नो नाश्नीयात् संवत्सरं मग्नो नाश्नीयात् तद्व्रतं मग्नो नाश्नीयादिति वा तद्व्रतं मग्नो नाश्नीयादिति वा मज्ञो अथ विंशः खण्डः ॐ अग्निर्हिंकारो वायुः प्रस्ताव अग्निर्हिंकारो वायुः प्रस्ताव आदित्य उद्गीथो नक्षत्राणि प्रतिहारः आदित्य उद्गीथो नक्षत्राणि प्रतिहारः चन्द्रमा निधनम् एतत् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतं चन्द्रमा निधनम् एतद् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतं स य एवमेतद् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतं वेद स य एवमेतद् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतं वेद एतासाम् एव देवतानागम् एतासामेव देवतानागं सलौकतागं सार्ष्टितागं सायुज्यं गच्छति सलोकतागं सार्ष्टितागं सायुज्यं गच्छति सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या ब्राह्मणान् न निन्देत् तद्व्रतं ब्राह्मणान् न निन्देत् तद्व्रतम् अथ एकविंशः खण्डः त्रयीविद्याहिंकारः त्रय इमे लोकाः त्रयीविद्याहिंकारस्त्रय इमे लोकाः सप्रस्तावोऽग्निर्वायुरादित्यः सप्रस्तावोऽग्निर्वायुरादित्यः स उद्गीथो नक्षत्राणि वयागंसि मरीचयः स उद्गीथो नक्षत्राणि वयागंसि मरीचयः सप्रतिहारः सर्पागन्धर्वाः पितरस्तन्निधनम् एतत् साम सर्वस्मिन् प्रोतं स य एवमेतत् साम सर्वस्मिन् प्रोतं वेद स य एवम् एतत् साम सर्वस्मिन् प्रोतं वेद सर्वगम्ह भवति तदेष श्लोकः यानि पञ्चधा त्रीणि तेभ्यो न जायः परमन्यदस्ति यस्तद्वेद स वेद सर्वगम् सर्वादिशो बलिम् अस्मै हरन्ति सर्वमस्मीत्युपासीत तद्व्रतं सर्वमस्मीत्युपासीत तद्व्रतं good. Let us chant from 17th. Om अथ सप्तदशः खण्डः ॐ पृथिवी हिंकारोऽन्तरिक्षं प्रस्तावो द्यौरुद्गीथो दिशः प्रतिहारः समुद्रो निधनम् एताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोताः स य एवमेताः शक्वर्यो लोकेषु प्रोता वेद लोकी भवते सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या लोकान् न निन्देत तद्व्रतम् अथ अष्टादश खण्डः अजाहिंकारः अवयः प्रस्तावः गाव उद्गीतः अश्वाः प्रतिहारः पुरुषो निधनम् एतारेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोता स य एवमेतारेवत्यः पशुषु प्रोता वेद पशुमान् भवते सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या पशून्न निन्देत तद्व्रतम् अथ एकोनविंशः खण्डः लोमहिंकारस्त्वक्प्रस्तावो वागं समुद्गीथोऽस्ति प्रतिहारः मज्जानिधनम् एतद्यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतम् स य एवमेतद्यज्ञायज्ञीयमङ्गेषु प्रोतं वेद अङ्गी भवति न अङ्गेन विहूर्च्छति सर्वमायुरेति ज्योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर्भवति महान् कीर्त्या संवत्सरं मज्नो नाश्नीयात् तद्व्रतं मज्नो नाश्नीयादिति वा अथ विंशः खण्डः अग्निर्हिङ्कारः वायुः प्रस्तावः आदित्य उद्गीतः नक्षत्राणि प्रतिहारः चन्द्रमा निधनम् एतद् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतम् स य एवमेतत् राजनं देवतासु प्रोतं वेद एतासाम् एव देवतानागं सलोकतागं सार्ष्टितागं सायुज्यं गच्छति सर्वमायुरेति योग्जीवति महान् प्रजया पशुभिर् भवति महान् कीर्त्या ब्राह्मणान् न निन्देत तद्व्रतम् अथ एकविंशः खण्डः त्रयीविद्याहिङ्कारः त्रय इमे लोकाः सप्रस्तावः अग्निर्वायुरादित्यः स उद्गीतः नक्षत्राणि वयागंसि मरीचयः स प्रतिहारः सर्पा गन्धर्वाः पितरस्तनिधनम् एतत् साम सर्वस्मिन् प्रोतम् स य एवमेतत् साम सर्वस्मिन् प्रोतं वेद सर्वगंह भवति तदेष श्लोकः यानि पञ्चधा त्रीणि त्रीणि तेभ्यो न ज्यायः परमन्यदस्ति यस्तद्वेद स वेद सर्वगं सर्वादिशो बलिम् अस्मै हरन्ति सर्वमस्मीत्युपासीत तद्व्रतं तद्व्रतम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. What a beautiful chantings. Enjoying every day. Good. Now, the second item today, common sense thought. So simple it is. Okay. In this life of ours as human beings, everything is gained with efforts. Everything is gained with efforts. If at all something is not gained, means we have not put the efforts. If at all something we have not gained, what it means is we have not put the efforts. That means what? Either we have not started the effort at all, or we are not putting the efforts correctly as per the norms or the rules or the regulations or the requirements, or we are not putting the efforts sufficiently, or we have not put the efforts consistently. Isn't it? These are the four things. Wherever, whenever, in whichever the field, when the efforts are consistent, when the efforts are sufficient, when the efforts are as per the norms, rules, and regulations, and all of that when we do by taking an initiative means starting, in this world, nothing is impossible. Everything is achievable. These four principles let us firmly believe in, then make use of it, both in the outer worldly things, whichever you want, we don't recommend it. Our recommendation is only we have to utilize all abilities for the inner growth only. This confirmation, when it is coming to us, we are fulfilled in the studies of Upanishads. Even after studying the Upanishad, the Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, if something else is the goal for us, we are still immature. We are still in not a clear understanding. So you and I surely might have definitely come out of that zone, whereas the Paramatma alone is the goal, and the sadhana for that alone is the things which we have to do. All other, we are just doing our duties, just doing our formalities, and there is no charm in us in doing and enjoying them. We are not doing anything outer to enjoy. We are doing outer because it is obligation, it's compulsion, it is to be done. That's it. And there is in a corner of mind, because all these are consumers of all our energy, there is a prayer, there is a sankalpa, there is a wish that all these things slowly get out of my system so that fully, totally I am engrossed only in those sadhanas which take me to the highest. No more any compromise, no more any distraction, no more any, what do you call that, in two boats traveling or two horses riding. No more confusion. As I was earlier, without any confusion, fully engaged in the samsara, not even a thought of spirituality. Now, with the study of Shastras and with the only study of Shastras, there's nothing in the life can really convincingly guide us towards the glory of the Paramatma Tattva. Therefore, we are going through that treatment. So, for us, as we were earlier, only samsara, no sadhana. Now, only sadhana, no samsara. That sort of mood we have to enter into. That is called as ananyata, which is necessary. So, in that goal only, these things we do. What are the four things? Initiation of the prayatna, doing that prayatna or the effort with all the correct process, and it should be sufficiently done, and for that sufficiency, as much time it requires, so much. With this, there is nothing we cannot gain. So, if today my viveka is not 100% means what? Apply these four. I have not started viveka only, or I have not got the correct data and correct way of deeply doing viveka, involving that viveka with me, you are involving myself with that viveka. Or I have done it halfway, not sufficiently. Or it requires some more long time for us to do. Else the viveka should have been perfect with us that Brahman alone, Satyam Jagat Mithya. So too, if I don't have the Vairagya today, the meaning is what? I have not put the efforts to get the Vairagya. Either I have not at all started, yeah. सुन रहे होंगे start किया नहीं होगा. So as guided to us about this Vairagya, to develop that dosha drishti and pratibhaksha bhavana sufficiently towards all that which distracts us, by now we could have got that Purna Vairagya, isn't it? The limitations of the life which we live involve other than spiritual. In that, if the limitations are not thoroughly inquired, then the Vairagya will not come. So, to keeping away the things and learning from it that I can be without them. This is the practically understanding the possibility of Vairagya. We have not started like any of the things, the small little things, but the ones which consume so much of our vitality. Yeah, it can be sometimes spent in any of these so-called entertainment, so-called things. So they are the ones which are destroying me. That knowledge, if it is not there, this is called Pratibhaksha Bhavana. I will not have Vairagya. So to this 1 week, I am not touching them at all. Karke dekho, not only the life is lived, but we can see so much of calmness, quietness, more importantly, the Sattva Guna in us. So these things we might have not done sufficiently. That's why in me is the Vairagya still so much of the samsaric ragadvesha. In the same way, if my mind is not controlled, means what? I have not put the effort, or not put the effort in the right direction, or not done it sufficiently. or not long enough. So too, if don't have the control of my sense organs, damaha we call it. If the dama nahi hai mere andar, ka arth kya hai? I have never tried, isn't it? If we try sufficiently, everything is possible. If still I am the slave to my indriyas, though that's causing damage to my body, that's causing damage to my mind, that's causing damage to my inspirations, my spiritual pursuits. That means I have not done sufficient effort. है ना? Once in a while, हमको रुक कर we have to think about ourselves and शर्म से सर झुकाना पड़ेगा. That still these very salient things have not come to us, even though for months and years and decades we are with the gurus. Only one point, I am not putting sufficient efforts. That is not correct. I have to put wholehearted, full, faithful, sufficient efforts with the clarity of understanding till it is reached. So too, if I have not got that Purna Bhakti, Sharanagati to my Ishta Devata or the Guru, उसमें भी यही प्रिंसिपल है कि we have not put the due efforts in that direction. Isn't it? If we have not eliminated our vasanas, still they are lurking in us. Means what? उनको भगाने के लिए जो efforts चाहिए, sufficiently we have not put. We have not initiated some of us. And some of us though, existing vasanas are still strengthened and newer ones are involved. Having studied Vedanta in which Brahman alone is real, everything is unreal. Still, if we do that, what a colossal idiocy or what do you call ignorance. Socho. Anna, here nobody to tell us, nobody can tell us. See that by sending the Sadguru, Bhagavan withdraws from our life. By teaching the Brahma Vidya of the Upanishad, the Guru also withdraws from our life. Thereafter, nobody is there to blame us, to find fault with us, etc. It is we have to think for ourselves and feel that. From that only the genuine seeker is born. The genuine seeker is born. And he should grow and he should continue. He should accomplish that for which he is born. Isn't it? In the same way, if today we have not understood the Tattva Jnana sufficiently, Swarupa Lakshanas of the Tattva, Tatastha Lakshanas of the Tattva, the Mahima of that Tattva, and our oneness with it too. If they are all not understood, that means we have not put our sufficient efforts in Shravanam Adhyena Mananam. In the same way, last but not the least, if we are not experiencing ourselves to be that Sarva Vyapaka Brahman, not the Alpa Vyapaka Deha Adi. That means we have not taken initiative at all in this direction. Even that thought must have not come in us. Like when the girl is of the age of 13, 14, तो थॉट भी अभी आता नहीं शादी के लिए. When 18, 19 है तो आता है. So to नौकरी के लिए. Only when 21, 22 आता है. Isn't it? Some of the people don't even have the thought about their own house or about a very good bank balance. वो तो बस जो मंथली सैलरी आ रहा है उसको खर्च कर. अरे इसको थॉट ही नहीं है मेरे को. In the same way with all our study of the Shastras, that I have to be that reality, the self. The thought also might have not come. अभी thought ही नहीं आया. When we take the initiative of the efforts and when they are done in the right direction for sufficient time, isn't it? Then only we get it. Therefore, one of the big challenges in all of us is what? Prayatna lopa, the lack of efforts. Lack of efforts. Either not started or not in right direction as it is expected, insufficient or not long enough. Sufficient enough efforts for long time. Like if I have to bring my chitta to ekagra bhumika, sufficient efforts. See, are we first of all decided about the alambana with which that ekagra bhumika we want to achieve? A mantra, etc. Then every day are we having discussed with the guru or with our own choice? For this 1 hour or 40 minutes, which is minimum required. Utna morning, evening. Are we doing it for long period of time? See, without doing that, ये कुछ नहीं होता. In this world, blessings से कुछ नहीं होता. क्यों? कि further blessing also we have to कुछ ना कुछ करो. Isn't it? Even for blessings, we have to do the tough upasanas. By just feeling that the Lord, the Guru should bless me, who will bless? कौन किया अभी तक बताओ? It also requires our prayatna. Now, is the blessing of the Lord Guru on us is a prayatna or not? If that's their effort, their grace also is an effort. To invoke that grace, should we not consciously put effort? Isn't it? If somebody is healthy in this life, because he is putting effort. If he is socially famous, means he is putting the efforts. If somebody is financially sound, he has put the effort. If he is politically in good position, he has taken initiative, he has done that effort. Nobody accidentally becomes anything. If somebody is very famous, so how much effort he must have put to become so through whatever, through service projects or through entertainment projects, कुछ भी करो ऐसा थोड़ी होता है बंदा प्रयत्नम 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 है ना that पुरुषार्थ the पुरुषार्थ the more we love it the more we do it the more we shine out ourselves outshine everything around is the only way isn't it without putting the efforts in this mere lazinesses mere our so-called entertainments how much of our time and vitality every day we are wasting isn't it is it correct is it worthy to be a great sadhaka in terms of these things we have to be the highest level of एक बनिया that बनिया the व्यापारी एक रुपए भी वो गलत इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते they will be very calculated isn't it even if they have 1 or 2 helpers assistants they calculate how much work we need from them how much salary we can give no we can't spend more same way for spirituality also, we have to have that type of let me use all my abilities to the Paramatma Prapti only. That sort of buddhi required. We have to generate it, isn't it? That what do you call initiative, that upsurge of inspiration in us, it should grow day in and day out, not that it gets reduced and we do all justification. अब हो गया स्वामी जी मेरा जिंदगी का खेल मैं बुढ़ा हो गया यार बॉडी लेवल में बुढ़े होते हैं नॉट इन द माइंड लेवल old is the body even body also why should we become aware of the old keep it active with all the minimum things to be done one day we live and we have to live who told us that we should get diseases get hospitalized and then stay on the bed and coma and die that's not the way we will die suddenly till that moment we continuously work isn't it काम करते करते even all those thoughts should go away from our mind I am sadhak I am doing sadhana part of it is this body and these situations around given to me I am making best use of them what is the thinking about that worrying about the old ages disease उसका thought अभी खत्म होना चाहिए हमारे जिंदगी से a very highly matured person with right thinking and understanding can with effort reach to that stage that idea is gone otherwise that एक thought of death and all so much it consumes our attention time energy भाड़ में जाए मरना है तो मरो एक दिन उसमें क्या है let us do the work focus on that that's type of personality we have to develop so if we put effort in human life everything is achievable if including moksha from The basic things up to that. If you are not achieving, that means efforts not started, efforts not up to the expected way, or insufficient, or not consistent enough, long enough. Knowing that, let us involve in it. Don't look at the people who misguide us in not putting efforts, in lazing out. है ना, मेरे दोस्त ना वो रिटायर होके ना इतना आराम से बैठा है रहता है, and gets good pension. I just see him morning sunlight आ जाता है 9 बजे 8 बजे. He sits in that lawn for 4 5 hours, sitting chatting, and the wife also sits there. She also retired. Both get pension, and the servants they just get the things to consume और काके गप्पे मारते रहते हैं. इतने में servant also joins. It's so beautiful. I will also do that. Don't get that way misguided. They are the number one Buddhu Beokoof. Don't know the human life's importance, especially once retired. The खाली का समय जो फ्रीडम होता है उसमें जितना हम साधना कर सकते हैं बार बार नहीं मिलता, वो मांगने पे नहीं मिलता. जब मिला है उसको तभी यूज करना है. That freedom, that nobody to demand, nobody to command. I am at my own disposal. Wow! To a human being, there's no greater blessings from divine than this. That I am left to myself fully, nobody to bother me. Should we not utilize it for the highest purpose? Look at those people and get inspired from them, the great masters. Even after realizing self, tirelessly, relentlessly, they are working to serve the world. They should be inspiration, not the other fellows who are bound and living the life of bondage to ensure that they will be bound in future lives also. No, no, no. Be careful. Whom are we following? Whom are we taking as Adarsha? Be mindful. Be conscious. Oh, we have to be. Okay? If something we have not achieved means we have not put the effort. If a smile on the face is not there, sufficient effort nahi hai. If there is no contentment inside regarding the materialistic life, that means we have not put the sufficient effort. If you have not generated that universal love and experiencing it, the reason is हमने मेहनत नहीं किया. We are not able to see divinity pervading everywhere. We have never tried only. We never put the effort. With the effort, in this way, all are achieved. This side, up to Brahmaloka, you can go and become one as Brahmadeva. The other side, up to Parabrahma, you can reach. In the Dvaita Jagat, reaching to the Brahmaloka is ultimate. In the Advaita, Aham Brahmas. So today our thought is focused on effort, well planned, correct efforts. करेक्ट एफर्ट्स का भी महात्म्य है. मेहनत तो कर रहा हूं लेकिन दिमाग लगा के ठीक नहीं करोगे जैसा एक्सपेक्टेड है तो मेहनत होगा लेकिन काम नहीं होगा. Isn't it? The efforts have to be as they have to be done. उसके लिए भी दिमाग लगता है, समझना पड़ता. So too, we have to do sufficient effort. Half effort done and full result expected is not justifiable. So too, some of the things like spiritual evolutions, they are long-term projects. Dirghakala, Nairantarya, Satkara Asayat. Isn't it? Gaining and establishing in Viveka, gaining and establishing in Vairagya, gaining and established in the Mano Nigraha Sthiti, gaining and established in Unmani Avastha as we are studying in the evening class. They are long, long, long time processes there. सडनली एक दिन नहीं होते हो. नो स्पिरिचुअलिटी हैपेंस सडनली. रिमेंबर, नो स्पिरिचुअलिटी हैपेंस बाय अल्टरनेटिव और प्रॉक्सी. आई हैव टू डू फॉर माई सेल्फ प्रॉपरली फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. ये याद रखना जिंदगी में. नहीं तो आपको आजकल सब साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी फट फट झट झट सब कुछ होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होता. बटन दबा लो हो जाए. Spirituality is not a mechanical thing, wherein some setups are done and that is enough. है ना, लाइक बिजली इन घर में establish kiya, all the connections. Put on the switch, the light comes. Only once in a while some old हो गया वायर टूट गया हो, चूहा वगैरह काट दी, तो वो बल्ब नहीं जलता. Then again you जोड़ो it, it happens. Spirituality is not like that mechanical, my dear. It's a dynamic thing. It's continuously, so many things are influencing it, outer and inner. Negotiating all of them, you understand? Stabilizing ourselves in that. Sadhana, first of all, then the sadhya is a long, diligent, intelligent, matured, totally committed, single pointed process. And no exceptions for that, no reservations in this. Think about it. Thank you. Now, friends, today in our third aspect of our everyday sadhana, the mantrocharana with artha and dhyana. Today's mantra is Guru Mantra. Simple Guru Mantra in our Guru Stotram, which we chant. Okay, the ninth or tenth mantra. Very simple, not at all difficult. Ah, you will all know the meaning. As I do the uttering, we can chant it for 10 12 times. Meaning is very simple. The mantra is Om Annatha Shri Jagannatha Madguruhu Shri Jagadguruhu Madatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Such mantras are from Guru Gita. More than 100 mantras are there. One of them is this. So, Mannatha Shri Jagannatha. See the beauty of that line? Natha means Nathyate, the one who protects, nurtures, nourishes, always is there with to help. That person is called as Natha. So one Natha. So I have my Natha, my Lord. And who is he? He is Sri Jagannatha. He is the one who is protecting, nurturing, nourishing the entire Jagat also. So the difference that the Jagannatha is different and my Natha is different. No. Jagannatha alone is my Natha, isn't it? Like I have Rama as my Lord. So Rama is only my Rama and not to others. Or is Rama only, not Krishna or Shiva? This type of those conditioning should not come. My Rama alone is his Shiva and his Krishna. And his Shiva is Krishna and my Rama alone is the entire universe ka Natha hai. The same Lord is protecting that small insect also, some that bird also, that animal in the forest also, and my neighbor and me too. And in that, if we are little more matured, the beautiful prayer, O Jagannath, O my Natha, who you are protecting me, I can see that. Every day I am alive because of you. Every day I am energetic because of you. Every day I am optimistic because of you. Every day I am effortful towards the goal because of you. I am praying to you. May you become Jagannatha also. Isn't it? It's a prayer. In the sense, from my side, I have full permission and request that as you are Natha to me and taking care of me, please take care of the entire world. This is not that when we tell only then the Lord does. Lord is already doing. It is for us to come out of our selfish biasness, even in spirituality, that the Lord should protect only me. कहते हैं ना कुछ लोगों में वो स्वार्थ जो जिंदगी भर जीते हैं ना स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आकर भी रहता है कृष्णा शुड प्रोटेक्ट मी ओनली नॉट द नाइबर नो नो यू आर जगन्नाथ is equal to therefore by Lord's grace in the whole universe everybody should be happy by Lord's grace nobody should have any misery that sort of extended meanings you can feel while chanting in the same way Mad Guru Sri Jagat Guru isn't it again here also my Guru is great. Other gurus are not great. Nahi, nahi, nahi. Your guru, my guru, his guru. Everybody's guru is one guru only, Jagat Guru, the Guru Tattva. One Guru Tattva taking up so many forms means goes to different seekers and teaches. and one expression of Guru only again. To his 10 disciples, he expresses differently. And in that also to one Guru, to one disciple, that Guru, depending on different requirements for the disciple, depending on his growth maturity, he differently deals with that one disciple only. You know, like extend this example, again come back, medicine. So medicine is universal. That medicinal knowledge chooses this person to express through. He is called as doctor or this set of people. So thousand doctors means that Vidya Devi, Vaidya Vidya Devi has chosen to express through them. So the Vaidya is one common. Purpose of all doctors is to see that the beings are healthy and energetic and long living. Isn't it? Is there any other? Huh. The different branches of medicine are to give the health at that point. If he's a cardiologist, he is first doctor, then cardiologist. Isn't it? Once he became cardiologist, has he forgotten that he's doctor? Okay, bolo. If the ophthalmologist है, तो first is doctor, then the ophthalmologist specialization. But basically, in the same way, in the cardiologist also, left ventricle, right ventricle, depending on the patient, or orthopedics. I know only below the neck ortho I know, above neck I don't know. The other fellow will do that. All is one vidya only, medicine. And expressing through so many doctors to cater to so many patients. And one doctor deals 10 patients. If the general medicine I know, 10 patients. And in that to each patient, depending on his general problem, that और उसका भी फिर मेडिसिन बदलता रहता है as and when it's improving, it reduces the dosage. So that way, everywhere in universe, one Shakti is only doing. That is the meaning of Mad Guru Shri Jagat Guru. Here also again prayer. Oh Guru, Guru Tattva, you are guiding me in this spiritual marga. Of course, I am receiving also. May you become Jagat Guru and let everybody have you as Guru or some Guru Tattva reach to that every being so that nobody is isolated individual struggling with himself. Guru is so essential in our life, without whom, lacking all the intellectual maturity or understanding, we struggle in our life out of life in now. But remember, if you have a guru and who is continuously guiding us, we are taking it, things become easier. With our small little intellects and little data collected, we can't be sufficient enough to take correct decisions. Isn't it? कितना है हमारा दिमाग थोड़ा सा है. Even physical health measures also we can't take. So we need to have the physical guru called as doctor. He studied, he spent his whole life for that. He knows how the health is gained. He is the guru. Keep on taking guidance from him. In that way, in life, all the essential things the gurus are required. The health guru, the finances guru, etc. etc. Mainly the Adhyatmic guru. Adhyatmic guru, single pointedly, he only tells us the Adhyatmic Tattva. O Sri Guru, Madguru, Sri Jagat Guru. May nobody in the world be discarding the Guru. May nobody, no Guru in the world, discard the disciple. So Bhakta and Bhagavan was the first one, Guru and Shishya is the second one. Mannatha Sri Jagannatha, Madguru Sri Jagat Guru. And the last one, Madatma, Sarvabhuta Atma. The self in me is the self in all. There are no two selves. Isn't it? The true self in you and me is one. That is to be aimed at. The Jiva Bhava with its samskaras, with their upadita adatmya and outer desire, it is different from each other. That Jiva Bhava has to be slowly neutralized, nullified. Why we should be a Jiva? Let us be the Brahman. That Brahman or the Atman is again one without second. Sarva Bhuta. Sarvabhuta means even the insects, even the animals, even the birds, even the stones, उसमें भी एक सत्ता है कि नहीं? That satta is its atma. Same is with me too. Same pure existence is there in me in that. Madatma, Satsvarupatma, Sarvabhuta. Now, who will initiate into us this knowledge? Who will sustain that knowledge? Who will see to it that we truly experience it? And from the joy of experience that this shloka is coming out voluntarily. I have experienced that. My Lord is the Lord of the universe. My Guru is the Guru of the universe, and myself is the self all. Who is the one who sees to that we achieve it is Guru. That's why तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. एक गुरु का कंट्रीब्यूशन है कि ये ज्ञान हमको देते हैं. To such Guru, my salutation. Right? Thank you. ॐ मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Powerful mantra. Every day please chant. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhihi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om भवता जनता सुहिता भविता. ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायामागतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्य गतम नित्यम नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम अथ पारायणम तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Which one we have to do, friends, in third? 10, 11, 12. Om tato yaduttaratam tadaropamanamayam ya etad viduramrutaste bhavante atetare dukkhamevapi yanti sarvanana shirogrivaha sarvabhuta guhashayah sarvavyapi sa bhagavan tasmat sarvagata shivah महान् प्रभुर्वै पुरुषः सत्त्वस्यैष प्रवर्तकः सुनिर्मलाम् इमां प्राप्तिम् ईशानो ज्योतिरव्ययः अङ्गुष्टमात्रः पुरुषोऽन्तरात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदामन्वेषो मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुः अमृताः ते भवन्ति। Four mantras. ॐ अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः। आदिस्स संयोगनिमित्तहेतुः परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमेड्यं देवं स्वचित्तस्थमुपास्य पूर्वम्. So the Panchamo mantra told about doing the upasana of that Paramatma before we contemplate, inquire on Brahman through Tattvamasi Adi Mahavakya. So upasana is necessary and it will be very helpful. That upasya devatas, 8 adbhuta gunas were seen by us in this mantra. Adihi Sayoga Nimitta Hetu Paraha Trikalad Akalaha Vishwarupam Bhava Bhutam Idyam, then Devam Swachittastam. 10 points are to. In this, Vishwarupam is another beautiful word. We have not inquired into it more. Generally, we take it for granted. One meaning is Vishwarupa, he is in the Rupa of the entire Vishwa from his side. From our side, Vishwarupa is every bhakta can do the upasana of that Lord in his own choiceful form. जिसको जो रूप में चाहिए उसको वो रूप में मिलने वाला. That's the meaning of Vishwarupa. And if you want in Nrsimha Rupa, he will come to you. If somebody wants Dattatreya Rupa, he will be there in that form. और किसी को दक्षिणामूर्ति चाहिए तो okay. So that's the meaning of Vishwarupa. Everybody can have his own form for the worship of the Lord. Okay. Then Idyam means Stutyam. He is the only one to be acknowledged with for all those things which we see glorious. है ना, like Tomadideva Purusha Purana Tomasya Vishwasya Paramnidhan. This is called as Stuti of the Lord, as we see in Gita 10 chapter, in 11th chapter. Okay, or it is said in 10th chapter, Yadyad Vibhuti Mat Sattvam Srimad Urjitam Tattadevava Gachat. Tattat eva avagachatva mama tejo amshasam. Everything is my tejo amshasam bhuti. है ना? So, idya means through everything you see, do his stuti. Isn't it? If a coil makes a beautiful sound, don't appreciate the coil and stop there only. Appreciate it, but don't stop there. है ना? Who made that coil sing that song? There is a song in Telugu. Tipi ragala kokilammaki. Who gave that song beautiful to that coil? And still he gave blackness to it. That's what the song. He is to be done the stuti. When a beautiful rose is blossomed, so that mali usko appreciate karna, it is formality. It is not at the cost of doing the stuti of Narayana. Isn't it? If the Lord is not there, there is no earth, there is no rose plant, there is no mali, there is no dimag in him to do all that. Stutyam is He. That's the meaning of it. Everything seen by us should remind us of the Lord. This is the way the Lord's remembrance becomes more than the remembrance of other, which is the sadhana. What is sadhana? Forgetting the God, remembering the world. That is samsara. Remembering the Lord is sadhana. Goal also is that, no, there is nothing other than God. Pulling the God to the father-in-law level, or brother-in-law level, or neighbor level, or an enemy level is worse than taking all of them to divine level. Think about it. हमें भगवान को दर्शन करना है, भगवान को नीचे नहीं खींचना हमको. We have done that mistake of pulling the Lord to the worldly name form level. That's what we are suffering. No, there is nothing called world and of names and forms or people or relatives. All are Parmat. Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva. Isn't it? Or Matra Devo Pitur Devo. Baba, you be a person who considers mother, father, guru, and every Atithi as the Lord. That's the meaning of Stutyam. Bhavabhutamidhyam Stutyam. Okay. Then the last but not the least in that sloka was Swachittastham. So we have seen the Gita, Upanishads, everything's quotation to say that the Lord is to be worshipped in one's own chitta. This also we miss to such an extent that 30, 40, 50 years we do the upasana of the Lord only in the outer idol, never allowing Him to come into the heart. That's why the outer Lord may be giving the outer things. You never allowed Him to be inside the heart. Therefore, the heart is always having that dukkha, pain continuously of so many insufficiencies, so many of the glanis, dukkha. Isn't it? कितने लोग ऐसे जो बाहर like so many pujaris outside so much puja they do to the temple, but inside if the Lord doesn't come, then they are always in the misery. कि हम इतना पूजा पाठ कर रहे हैं हमको पैसे नहीं मिल रहे. Everybody will have that type of problem. Lord, when He comes into the heart, then He gives the jnanam. Then in that knowledge only, all problems, questions, doubts are dissolved. Swachittastham is to be underlined. There, Swachittastham means he is already there in the chitta, seated. You have to recognize it. Swachittastham, in my own chitta. So the Lord whom I am worshipping in my puja mandira should enter into my chitta. उनको वहां इन लक्षणों से निरंतर ध्यान करना is upasana. And here, the next level of upasana set by Shankara Bhagavan toward the conclusion is that Ishvara, that Deva is me only. I am not, me only means what? He only expressing as me. I am not separate from him. Okay. If the upasana doesn't take to the ekata and continuously maintains the dvaita only, then the upasana is not fulfilled. है ना? In the upasana, what is the final step? I surrender myself to Lord. When I surrender, where am I? There is only Lord. उपासना का अंतिम चीज है समर्पण. So therefore, I am aham asmiti. That is expressing as me. I am that God. No. He is expressing as this upadhi. He is accomplishing whatever has to happen through these upadhis. This is the highest sadhana wherein all our faculties along with ahankara, we are offering to him in such a way that we are realizing that he alone is expressing. Like who is expressing as the speaker here? He alone. Who is expressing as a listener there? He alone. That's the meaning of what Bhagavan Shankara has said about ki ayam aham asmi iti. Okay. Ishtyam devam sachitastam upasya ayam aham asmi iti samadhanam krutva. Samadhanam krutva means firmly established in that thought. Sama means samyak. Adhana means established होकर. कृत्वा करके. और किसको एस्टेब्लिश करना है? our own knowledge, our own practice. अयम अहम अस्मीति समाधानं कृत्वा. पूर्व मीन्स वाक्यार्थ ज्ञानात् ज्ञान उदयात् पूर्व. है ना? Going to the Guru, listening from him the Vakya and Vakyartha, and that Vakya with Artha we are also contemplating. It is leading to the Jnana that Aham Brahmasmi. Udaya Purvam, before that happens, necessarily when we do the Upasana, it will help us. Or without doing this Upasana, that Vakyartha Jnana will not enter to us to give us moksha. इस तरह इसको समझना है. Then now come to the षष्ठः मंत्रः ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति. Finally it is recognizing I am that is the moksha. So with jnana bhagavat prapti is the topic. Now the sambandha bhashya tameva, है ना, पुनरपि तमेव दर्शयति. So the same Paramatma is again shown to us, made us, we are made to realize him, we are made to understand. Here, that Lord is recognized, is already there. So, the Karma Yoga purified our heart. Upasana Yoga brought the Lord into our heart as if the Jnana Yoga makes us realize our oneness with Him. Here also, the words are employed to tell the Tatastha and Swarupa Lakshana of the God. That is there in me as me. This is called Jnana. Let us see the mantra. Om Savrukshakala Krutivihi Paronyah Yasmat Prapanchah Parivartateyam Dharmavaham Papanudam Bhagesham Jnatvatmastham Amritam Vishwadhama Savrukshakala Krutivihi Paronyah Yasmat Prapanchah Parivartateyam Dharmavaham Papanudam Bhagesham Jnatvatmastham Amrutam Vishwadhama. So here yesterday we were trying to hint at that very sublime point. Should not miss it. That always what we are seeing is Paramatma only. But because of ignorance, we see him as anything and everything other than Paramatma. Having gained the knowledge, same place where we were seeing everything or anything other than Paramatma, we should be able to see the Paramatma. That change in drishti is called moksha or jnanam or adhyatmika sadhana. One way of seeing it. Second is what? What is doing that should not be seen. How is it happening or who is doing it? What is the support for it? उसके ऊपर हमें दृष्टि देना. That is called as jnana marga. So like here the example is given. Prapanchaha. Don't get lost in it. Yasmat prapancha. Who is the one from where the prapancha has come, staying and dissolving. In that way, not looking at the Rupanama or Charya Kriya, who is behind that? Our inquiry. And one hint is what? that all inquiry about the one who is behind should lead to these three things: that it is Sat, that it is Chit, and that Sat Chit is me. A hint हमेशा जिंदगी में रखना कि how do we say, when do we say that we are doing sadhana correctly, or our sadhana is concluded and we got the result only when these three things, that anything we see, that should take us to Sat and Chit, and that Sat and Chit should take us to ourselves. If this happens, all our Upanishadic Jnanam, all our sadhana is understood and done correctly. Isn't it? Like when I see a tree, immediately from the tree I should reach to the Sat. From the Sat to the Chit, and that Sat Chit is me only. Therefore, the tree is me in another form. This is called as Jnanam. An ocean, you see it? Ocean is existence. It is pure consciousness, and it is me. I, the pure existence consciousness alone, is in another form there as ocean, here as this individuality. Think about it. Keep those three hints always in the background. So, here again about that Paramatma, some more ways are told to recognize. Saha Vruksha Kala Akrutibihi Paraha and Anyaha is greater than, higher than. What? Vrukshakruti and Kala Akriti. The Vruksha is Samsara Vruksha. Then what is operating that Samsara Vruksha is Kala. He is Paraha other than these two. Paraha means supreme than these two, sir. Greater than these two. Means they come and go, but he remains always. They depend on him, he doesn't depend on them. That's the meaning of Paraha. And he is somebody other than them in the Lakshana. Therefore, Anyaha. So, Paramatma, Vriksha Akriti, Kala Akriti, Paraha, and Anya. We'll explain it more tomorrow with Bhashyam. Then, Yasmat Prapancha is who, from whom this whole Prapancha is coming out. And Parivartate Ayam, not only it is projected, but all the Parivartanas that are happening are because of his presence. So our drushti is on Parivartanas and valuing it, then we are lost in samsara. Like a jadugar, when he is playing the jadu, all of us are lost in the jadu. One fellow is focusing on the jadugar. He is not lost in the jadu. He even understands also how he is playing that and showing to us those things which were never created. जादूगर का वही काम है ना, दिखाना हमको चीजें जो कभी मरे ही नहीं. So here also attention is on him, not on what is happening. So yasmat prapancha parivartate ayam. So the prapancha with all its parivartana, the one who is attending to them is ignorant, samsari. The one who is attending to the one in whose presence the prapancha has come and going through all parivartanas. उसके ऊपर दृष्टि लगाना ये है साधना. So to dharmavaham. He is the one who makes us do dharma. Papanudam, who is the one who kills or takes away the papa from our life. Ana? Then Bhagesham, he is the Ishvara of all the Bhaga Aishwaryas. Then Jnatva, having known him as Atmastam, again Atmastam, as in my own self. Amrutam Vishwadhama, he attains the Amrita Sthiti, immortality. Vishwadhama, as we said in the beginning, he does discourse himself to be that self, which is the Dhamma support for the entire Vishwa. And I am not one content in Paramatma Tattva. That is there when I identify with Upadis. Then I am that container, Paramatma Tattva, which is containing the entire projected Rupanama. That Paramatma in our heart we have to see. Jnatva Atmast. And what is the meaning of Jnatva? Bhagavan Adi Shankara guides us. Jnatva atmastam atmani buddhau sthitam. We will discuss it one by one, word, sentence, when we meet again. Thank you. We'll stop here. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Today we have done our 16 to 24 or 23 mandalas of Chandogya Parayana in the Panchama Mandalam, Panchama Brahmanam. Then in our common sense thought, everything is achievable with efforts. That thing we discussed. In our Charana today, the beautiful mantra, Mannatha Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Madatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. In our Upanishad class, it is the summary of yesterday's mantra. In that, little more focus is done on the words Vishwarupa as well as idiom and also Swachitastha. Then we give introduction to the Shashto mantra where Jnana say Bhagavat Prapti. Here also of the same Bhagavan's glories are told. Our job is not to see the things but see the substratum. So the word to word meaning we saw. Bhashyartham tomorrow we'll study. Thank you. Sarvam Parabrahma Charanarvindar. Join for Gita if you are interested. Om.